everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio podcast. Sorry for a brief ChatGPT image there that was on the screen for just a brief moment, but it was. I was trying to fiddle with ChatGPT the other day, and it was a no go for me. Chucks, how you doing? And Will, how you doing? No beans, it seems this week.
No beans this week. It's too good to be true. 2 weeks in a row. That's
Yeah.
Couldn't have been
There would have
three.
been 3 weeks in a row.
It would have been, yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah, it's fine.
hey,
all good. All good
all
over
streaks
here.
are meant to be broken, I guess. You know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Sting's on a bit of a streak, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, God.
That stinger.
Do you want to talk about Dynamite?
Do we have
Well,
to?
I mean,
'Cause I
We
don't
don't-
get to stay up. If anyone doesn't know, obviously we're in the UK, so
I'm
we
not.
we have to stay.
Are we?
Well, you're not obviously. We are apparently, yeah. So we have to stay up till silly hours to watch any wrestling live these days. So I normally with Dynamite being on a Wednesday, I'm normally in work on the Thursday, so I don't bother. But I've been off this week, so I thought I'll watch it live. God, did I regret that decision? That was a terrible show.
It felt like a rampage or something to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know why there was so much filler on it.
Nothing
They tried to
happened.
run down the card at the start of the show, and it was like an 8-man tag and then a 6-man, and it's
Huh?
oh great, it's one of these shows then.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I liked that it was just pretty much like a unofficial Brody King or Brody Lee, excuse me, tribute show.
He'd be disappointed. That was lame.
Yeah, I think he would. I think you're right. Yeah, literally, the best bit was. Well, there was two best bits. The first bit was the best bit was the start when you saw the set that they'd done in Daly's place. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
And then the Samoa Joe bit, and I didn't really understand what happened there either, but I don't think that happened. Other than that, the whole thing was just a mess. No one seemed to know what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean that's just that could just be status quo for the company, you know. They just kind of fly by the seat of their pants, right?
It's not usually that bad though. It's not that much filler.
You're just gonna lay into it. It's just like, yeah, this was terrible.
There was
It was bad.
maybe 3 things that were worthwhile on that show. It could have been half an hour long and it would have been fine. The opening match was fine, although it went nowhere and was completely unnecessary. If we didn't have it, nothing would have been lost. But it was fine for what it was.
Right.
Then there was the thing in the middle with Samoa Joe and Hook and the other guys.
The hook signal is
So-
pretty nice.
The hook signal, throwing up the hook signal.
Mm.
That's fine. I quite liked when they did that with MJF having multiple challenges all after him at the same time. Now they're doing that with Samoa Joe. So that's great. Happy with that. And then the last bit where Sting and Darby Allin, I guess, were challenged by the returning Young Bucks. Which, again, was a bit of a nothing. They just showed up and I guess we're to assume that that's the last match. But other than that, what was on that show that was meaningful in any way?
You got me
Yeah.
there. I mean,
I said the set was cool.
yeah, the set was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I can already tell what the thumbs up and thumbs down is going to be here. I feel.
I mean, when the set's the best bit of your show, there's something wrong in it. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, sorry, I hit the wrong button there again. I'm hitting all sorts of wrong things here. Yeah, the set was pretty much, yeah. No, you guys are not wrong. I gotta say, you're not wrong here. It's just, this is what happens when you don't go with like story-driven content and you just put matches on for the sake of putting on matches. You know.
Mm.
Like, the opener was great with Hangman and whatnot, but like, couldn't you just have like, you know, Hangman focused on the people that took him out and shelved him for a couple weeks?
Mm. It reminded me a lot of. You guys probably won't really recognize it because you haven't seen it for a while, but not so long ago when Raw was just 3 hours of nonsense matches, didn't make any sense. There was no story involved in it. You get random tag teams that never teamed together before.
When I stopped watching, that was in 2020, after SummerSlam 2020, and then through 2021. And it was mostly because there would be a match one week, and then they'd just do the same match again the next week.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And there would be a storyline where, like, that's probably a bad example, but like Damien Sandow splits up with The Miz. The Miz, like, kicks him in the head and says, right, I'm done with you now. And then the next week they're back together again, so that then the next week he could turn on him again.
Yeah.
And just everything felt so stuttered, and like there was no long-term plan for anything. It just, it's the same shit over and over. AEW's not doing that yet, but I don't know, this is almost as bad.
Yeah.
When it's just, who have we got on the undercard today? Well, they're on the main card now. All the dark matches are now on TV.
Pretty much, yeah.
I feel like when Goldust is in a match, it's just a bad sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're kind of giving him an easy break out here, but like, it was Preston Vance coming out, and they were just talking about how much. They were talking about how much he was a protege to Brody Lee, and kinda, yeah.
He was in the group.
Yeah, but I mean, give him the benefit of the doubt here, a little bit.
Maybe there was some stuff backstage that we didn't see.
Right.
Must have been a Rampage thing.
Right. So they do all this to hype him up and all this stuff, and then, sure enough, after he comes out, it's just here's Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't get it, man. I just, that was just the juxtaposition between the two figures. It's just, sorry we couldn't get Cody, so here's Dustin. It's just, I don't know, man.
It's fine. I'm sure he's a great trainer, agent,
right?
Like personality to have backstage. He's been everywhere and done everything. It's great to have him. Like QT Marshall was a great trainer, and he was friends with everyone, and he was fine as a TV personality. Probably offered more in other areas.
Right.
It's just that there's something about him and his status. It's not even his wrestling. He's still great. He's in his 50s and he's still great. Not a problem. But he is such a low, like nothing guy. Bishop Khan, Toa Leona. I still don't really know who those guys are. Preston Vance is another one, yeah. Like, he's never done anything. He just hangs around with other guys who might be guys.
Right.
He was in the background of all of the Dark Order stuff, and now he's in the background of Rush's stuff.
Yeah.
So when he's a featured guy, I kind of tune out. That could so easily have been Edge and Orange Cassidy versus Brian Cage and Lance Archer. And suddenly it's a lot more interesting without the dead weight,
Should we get into the thumbs up, thumbs down real quick? Because this kind of feels like the territory for it.
I don't know if I have any thumbs up.
I mean, we could here. Oh, you guys can't hear the music because I don't have the screen share.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. Here, let me get the music here for you. There we are. Make it official. Make it official here. Yeah. Thumbs down was probably the Dynamite, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm kind of with Will. It was a lot of filler. It really was.
Yeah.
It's not one of the better showings, I gotta say. Here, let me put that in for me. Dynamite at Daly's place. Kind of a nothing burger show. Do you have a thumbs up by any chance?
Ooh.
Will's is probably the set.
Set of Dynamite.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
Dynamite this week. It was. I mean, it was a fabulous looking getup that they had. If you didn't see it, here we'll put it on the screen. Yeah, there we go. There we are. It looked amazing. It's just for like a brand named show like Homecoming, and it was just kind of a, you know.
It's still weird though. I don't get why it's like that. Why have you got fans on the stage bit there?
We have fans now in the post-pandemic world.
No, you have fans everywhere, but why on the stage?
Everywhere, including the stage.
Yeah, but why?
Because we have fans. There. It's AEW. We have fans.
I never understood why they set it up like that. With the entrance kind of off to the side and
here,
it's
thumbs up for
strange
me.
one.
Yeah, that's a bit strange to think about it.
Don's Callis' shoes, for the record.
Yeah, they were short lengths as well.
This has to be the most. What are those of shoes there, as you can see on the side.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hey, as long as they're comfortable, you know, wherever you want it. So, there you go.
Callis' bling shoes.
Shoes, you got it. I know, it's a struggle.
You've stolen Homecoming from me. Cards is there. What happened on that last one was Dynamite, so that I can't do Dynamite. What about things on that other show they do, Collision?
I've not seen Collision. I'm excited. I'm gonna be tuning in for like the first time in like 4 weeks to see what Collision's gonna
January 6th. Eddie Kingston beat Trent. Yeah, no. Darby Allin Sting. No, nothing great on there. Hey. This is really bad.
All right, I'll take another one here. Or you could have it here. The Bucks being Sting's final opponent. Insinuating.
Is that up or down?
That's a thumbs down for me.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll steal that from you. Not so much because of the Bucks. I like the Bucks, but because it's not Darby Allin. I thought that was the easiest open goal in the world. It should have been Sting versus Darby Allin, and not that they do the Shawn Michaels Ric Flair thing at the end, but you know that's the idea. You have him being put down by his friend and ally, whatever. Big deal for Darby Allin, and instead it's the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I just felt like an ego sort of move and whatnot. Supposedly,
apparently Sting requested it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no ego.
That's a poor choice.
Do we know? Is it going to be the tag match? Is it?
Yeah.
He's gonna. It's a 2-on-1 handicap.
Well,
on his way out, he's just gonna take down the top tag team.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, I'm glad they're doing this. For a minute there, I thought they were going to do Ric Flair.
You and me both.
Which I thought Christ
It did
almighty.
look like that.
So I'm glad that's not happening. But yeah, it's not.
What if it's the Young Bucks versus Sting and Ric Flair? Darby Allin just sits it out.
I hated that Powerhouse Hobbs dropped a steel chair just so he could take a chop from Ric Flair. So I'm just gonna put Ric Flair in there as well.
Yeah.
What about a thumbs up?
A thumbs up. I have a confession to make.
Oh,
I watched Raw this week.
Oh, for the first time in like 3 years.
First time in a hell of a long time I watched a full
Wow.
episode. Because I found a copy with no ads in it, and it made it a lot easier. There was still a lot of stuff to skip, a lot of video packages and that. But because I haven't watched it in so long, all of the catch up, here's what happened last week stuff was kind of appreciated. Actually, I didn't mind.
That and
If I watch it again next week, that's going to do my head in. But for 1 week only, that was actually quite nice to have some context for stuff. And all throughout, I got a bit of a feeling of like, oh, I remember when I enjoyed wrestling. There's like a little bit of something here, like the same old stuff that they do, like Kofi Kingston and Ludwig Kaiser, and Kaiser beating him up after the match and pretending to back away and then running around and kicking him into the steps and stuff. I've seen that 1,000 times, but this time I thought, they're doing a thing. They've done that quite well. And Ciampa beating Finn Balor. I thought there's no way Ciampa's going to win that one. Balor's a star, and Ciampa's like the NXT guy. Apparently not. They're
Balor's
a guy, and then
Balor's a scrub. I'm sorry.
apparently so. I'm years behind the times. Apparently he is. And
You
then,
just reminded me, actually. Sorry, go on, carry on.
and then there was new women's champions who were the girls from NXT, Casey and KC, and they won a match, and it was a half decent match. And there was some other stuff. There was the big guy match, the mean guy match between Ivar and Otis, which was just big guys doing big guy stuff. And then sometimes big guys doing little guy stuff, and it looked really impressive. Oh, this is actually quite a fun show. Strangely, when there's no ads and you can skip through some of the crappy stuff. But the highlight of it all.
I know what you're going to say. This is
Yeah, I
gonna be
know.
something.
I saw on Reddit just a title from Squared Circle that R-Truth had done a hilarious video package.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, here we go. Like, it's R-Truth that he hasn't done a hilarious video package in a decade.
Yeah, in years.
So I didn't even bother watching it. But when it came up on here, I figured, oh, this must be the thing that I heard about. Turns out it was actually very funny.
Well,
R-Truth is funny again. Is that your thumbs up?
R-Truth is funny again. I don't know if it's right with the show now. It's still not incredible, but I didn't hate it.
this is what I've been saying for 2 years nearly.
Yeah, I don't believe it. It just started this week.
It's getting better.
It's Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn's gone, so now
Yeah.
it's good.
Were there any? Yeah, I was about to ask. Were there any jumpy camera cuts or anything like that?
I
It
didn't
wasn't-
notice any. No.
I didn't notice any like shaking around and zoom in and stuff.
Alright. Maybe I need to start tuning in to Raw and SmackDown again. I don't know if I'll
Ease
be
into it. Don't commit to doing both. I really want that story of it going back to 2 hours to be true. If
Yeah.
they do that, they might have me.
There was a story this week. I'm not apparently one of the forerunners, if you like, in getting the new Raw deal
Raw deal.
is Raw deal is apparently Amazon.
Wow.
Which would be a bit interesting if they came for it. But yeah, I don't know when. I imagine that's going to be announced soon because I think the contract's up the end of this year. So normally they like to give it a nice big long advance warning, don't they? If it's changing channels. Or...
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So
I don't know about
they've
Amazon.
already announced SmackDown. SmackDown's going to USA, isn't it? SmackDown's replacing Raw, essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is correct.
So yeah, I don't know what's happened with Raw, but yeah, the R-Truth bit was, I thought, was brilliant. R-Truth has been one of the highlights the last couple of weeks, I think.
He's no longer doing the ruffle shuffle with Akira
Tozawa.
Tozawa.
No,
Okay,
No.
that's a step up.
Tozawa was there.
he
He
was.
and Maxine Dupree accompanied Otis out to the ring. No Chad Gable though. That's a shame.
Huge.
Yeah, he's still in the music. He's there in person.
WWE haven't done comedy for a while now, even back.
Good.
Even when they
Instead.
try, they don't do comedy.
Well,
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Goddamn
The
pal.
last comedy thing you saw was proper comedy skit was the whole egg thing with Vince.
Egg?
He turned up
Oh, the golden egg. Oh god.
golden egg, some stupid tie-in for some film.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
they've
just did...
done comedy. They did on the
I forgot
pay-per-view.
about
They
that.
did the thing with Jelly Roll.
That's right, they did, yeah. I'm
They,
forgetting.
and it's just really bad comedy.
Yeah, I'll try and forget it. Try and block it out. But no,
But that's my problem with like R-Truth. With R-Truth, and now it's Akira Tozawa, who I really liked in the Cruiserweight Classic. But whenever R-Truth comes on, I think, shite, here comes the comedy segment. Like,
Right.
This is time for me to roll my eyes and hope it goes away.
Don't backtrack. You said R-Truth is funny again.
But that's exactly it. Now I don't know. Now I'm not so sure. And then after the thing, they cut to the Judgment Day in their clubhouse, and Damian Priest said it was funny.
You did? Huh?
God damn.
No, it's I think you need to watch SmackDown. I think you need to get back into a routine.
That's asking a lot.
I suppose we might as well do a bit of a recap of SmackDown while we're here because we've done Raw pretty much.
Have you got a thumbs down though? That's not Jeff Jarrett.
Have we got some?
He hasn't been on the
again.
show in quite a bit, FYI.
Yeah, and to be fair, and Ric Flair's slowly taking his place. Jeff Jarrett shouldn't have been on TV in 2023. Ric Flair shouldn't be on TV in 2024.
So you're just stealing Smoot's thumbs downs.
That's fine.
I am in every way, aren't I? Yeah.
That's alright.
I didn't realise
We didn't have like a no copying rule here. It's fine.
that.
You're not going to hear me say that
Thumbs to
R-Truth is
give.
funny again, though. At least not this week.
I feel like I've missed something obvious, but I don't think I have.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll leave the thing open until the end of the show here, but if you...
Oh, we have.
Oh,
Sorry,
oh,
we have.
oh.
Sorry. Thumbs down. And we've mentioned this before, but he was at it again this week. Someone take Tony Khan's phone off him.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Or just delete Twitter from his phone or something. Christ.
I don't know what he's thinking.
It reminded
Very-
me of a kid when you're watching wrestling and something doesn't go his way and you start tweeting after him. That's exactly what he was doing.
Kinda, it's like got really bad judgment of where the line is between like kind of a fourth wall break of like a nudge and a wink, and then just being like, yeah, like that internet guy, just raging out about something. Like, you don't have to go all in hat every time. Sometimes you can just you know, if you have to take a jab, you can do it in a much better way than this.
Yeah, so this fired off with the USA Network Twitter account of all things, replying to Raj Giri about like some sort of cage match rating. Assuming he didn't delete it. Let's see here. Hold on.
Didn't that stem from a comment that
Yeah.
Tony made himself recently?
These guys do have history. Seth Rollins defeated Jinder Mahal in the tournament finals to become the first NXT champion. Okay.
That's true.
And USA Network just being cheeky about what the cage match rating was. And then Tony Khan, out of nowhere, with a quote retweet saying, "A moral victory for USA is one
How
win
is that
more
a moral victory for the USA? What,
for USA."
what does
Yeah.
that even mean?
USA Network, maybe.
A moral victory? What, that their version of Rollins versus Jinder is going to be better than the NXT one? Or, what has he been saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is one win more than their world title challenger Jinder Mahal has in the past 364 days? Because it's been literally a full year since he won a match. You
Then
really
why
put,
didn't you say 365?
you really put AEW
You
in our
don't say
place
literally
getting...
a full year after saying 364 days.
I'm just reading the words. I don't know why you're taking
but
that
I've
on
still
me.
so many issues.
You really put AEW in our place getting Jinder Mahal in a big match on your TV show. Do it more often.
He says things like that and then yeah, dog shit
The
show
next
like
one
that.
as well, there was
Eric
the other one he
Bischoff
said
is
about
kind of...
Jinder.
Oh, there was another one. Just send it to me.
Oh yeah, there was another one about because he compared him to Hook,
That's right. Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Scroll
okay.
up a little bit. There might be.
This is all. Let's see. Here, hold on.
Was
When's
it
that?
him or was it?
Come here, bud. Hi.
Maybe it was before that.
Maybe before. Okay. Well, let me scroll down.
It was around that time. It was pretty much all. Was that?
Oh, here we go.
There
We
it
got it
is.
right here. A double
Oh, yeah,
standard. Hook's 28-1 career record on a winning streak calls out the champ. A logical challenge sparks online outrage. Jinder has literally lost every single match he's in for the past year. Immediately gets title shot. Where's the rage? AEW Dynamite tomorrow on TBS.
Now I want to ask if he's paying attention to anything, because I've only seen rage about Jinder Mahal getting a title shot. Everyone is asking, why is Jinder getting a title shot?
Well, you say that, but until he sent that tweet, it's not going the other way. Everyone's on Jinder's side now.
Yeah. Just to kind of stick it to Tony here.
Jinder's going to get one hell of a reaction on Monday night. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Can't made a star.
And here, let me take a look here. Let me screen this real quick. And then Eric Bischoff was kind of getting in on the action here, because he's also been kind of critical about AEW as a whole. And
Yeah.
somebody said Tony forgets that he literally gave Abaddon a title shot after being off AEW television for over a year. The same exact situation as Jinder. And Eric Bischoff
exactly.
said, not exactly, but it's close.
Well,
Yeah,
I take the point. She's not been on like actual TV.
Right.
Rampage doesn't count for anything. Not much.
And he says, hey, at Tony Khan, is this true or is it a bot? Because Tony Khan also inferred that WWE hired bots on Twitter
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, and all that stuff. He says, no, at Eric Bischoff. Not true at all. Abaddon returned to AEW, plus then they won a 4-way match on TNT against other great wrestlers to earn a title shot, which is completely different than someone going a full year losing. Even the full year losing every match they're in, getting a title shot without a singles win. Reading would be your friend, Eric. Ooh.
Reading would be your friend.
Ay, ay.
I think I've seen it was Coach Jonathan Coachman actually got involved as well.
Did he really? What the fuck?
I don't know whether he replied directly to him, but I've seen this. Maybe because I follow him, his tweet came up. But I found the tweet. He basically summed it up quite nicely, I thought. Just trying to scroll through his tweets. But basically, he was saying this is wrestling. It's not real. Anyone can be the champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
not...
supposed to mean something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, like say anyone can. There's got to be. I mean, I personally don't have a problem with Jinder getting a shot.
I'm cool with Jinder getting a title shot. It's just he's got a point that it has to, like, I don't know, like he's gone a full year. What's he done to deserve a title shot other than just getting he's a former champion himself, so he gets top billing, I guess, like it's just I don't know, it's kind of silly to me.
It's true that anyone can be the top guy because it's fake and you just say that he is. That's literally true, yeah. But you want to make it make sense in the bigger picture as well. You can't have a guy lose forever and then suddenly be really good. That just doesn't make sense.
Right.
You have to either gradually change, have him reversing his fortunes, I guess, getting better, show that that's the story, and over time he goes from losing to winning and then earns himself a title match and maybe wins.
Yeah.
Or you have something happen, he gets himself a new manager, or he turns heel, or whatever, starts cheating, whatever it is, something happens and then he can win. Or maybe he wins Money in the Bank and he gets lucky and he wins the title, but then he goes right back to being shit again. Like, that would make sense.
Yeah.
That's what they did with The Miz.
Exactly.
That's why everyone hates the title reign, because he never got good.
It's a very fair point.
Right. But Jinder was the world champion for a while when they were trying to make out that he was better than he actually was, and then he disappeared. Oh, then he got really shit, and he lost all of his matches, and then he disappeared, and now he's back, and they're acting like he's a top guy without him ever showing that he's a top guy. So, I think I'm with Will for now. That okay, you want to give him a title match, that's fine. Maybe he's just renewed his contract, and that's written in there that he gets one. Like, I don't care really why he was booked into the match, but after the match, if he wins, he has to prove that he's now a top guy and win a lot.
Yeah. And
Or
it's
he
not
has to
just-
lose, and then he can be good or bad. It doesn't really matter if he loses.
Right.
But if he wins and then he's just a guy again, then it's gonna just none of the actual that match wouldn't have made sense.
Gotcha.
It's a big thing.
It does kind of make sense though. I mean, they had Jinder come out the week before, didn't they? When they were billing the return of a WWE champion, which is
Yeah, that's true.
And then obviously the Rock ended up interrupting him wherever. So he then come out this week. Obviously, he had a beef because the Rock interrupted the segment.
Right.
And then it was the other way around. Seth came off first, then Jinder came off, and then he said he wants a match. And okay, normally you say you wouldn't just give him one, would you? So that's probably a little bit sus, but.
Well, if the champion, anyone can challenge the champion, and if the champion says yeah, then I guess that's good enough.
True. Yeah.
But then I guess so. The biggest issue I would have with what they've done so far is that if they're going to make out that he is a top guy in 2024, he's a main event guy now, and they're going to go with it, then he shouldn't have been squashed by The Rock.
Yeah.
I don't think they would treat Roman Reigns that way. I don't think they would treat Seth Rollins that way. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. What other top guys are there? Not many. But you kind of know where the company sees certain guys by that kind of thing. Would The Rock beat up Braun Strowman that easily? Depends. If he's a heel, maybe.
Yeah.
But if they want him to be a top guy, then you don't feed him to the, that's...
A fan coach's tweet, he said, "We also used to get amused of fans who counted wins like wrestlers have earned them. Hell, if Vince wanted, I could have been world champion, but the storyline didn't support it. It's about the story, clearly not wins in a predetermined space. I thought the boss would understand that."
Well,
and that was
the story.
AEW is supposed to be where wins and losses matter.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? FYI. We have a few minutes before Collision's on the air, so we haven't had a chance to do this lately because of the holidays.
Before we do, sorry, there's one little bit I wanted to mention from SmackDown.
Oh,
go ahead.
Wow, SmackDown.
There was a little backstage bit. Probably most people didn't even notice it. So, if you remember last week, we said that Tyler Bate had finally debuted on the main roster with Butch.
Mm-hmm.
This week you saw them backstage having a coffee, of all things.
A coffee? It should be a tea. The English.
Well, exactly. And basically Tyler Bate was Butch was saying, he doesn't know what to do. He's on his own now, and after the Brawling Brutes have disbanded and didn't know where his future was, and all that kind of talk.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler Bates said a couple of interesting things. The first thing he said, remember that guy in Blackpool who told you who you should really be?
Oh.
So,
I don't remember that guy.
Oh.
And he said...
Which Blackpool's he referring to?
And then he said something on... I can't remember the exact quote, I should probably look it up, but he said something along the lines of... you need to make a name for yourself now. But it's up to you on what name that is. and then it just they went on to the next match. Then that team was finished. So it looks like they're teasing two things. Possibly, I think they've been teasing them going back to Pete Dunne for a while.
Yeah.
Or he's going to
But,
AEW.
quite a few people. I think this could be quite a good idea if because they've been when he's been in the match as well. They've been referring a lot to British strong style because that's him, isn't it? Really. And Tyler Bates as well. And with them mentioning the guy from Blackpool, there's a lot of talk that maybe when he eventually goes back to Pete Dunne, we could see Regal as some sort of manager. Maybe they're doing some sort of combat club from Blackpool.
Oh, the CCB. Let's go.
But in all seriousness, I'm only joking there. But in all seriousness, I think if they did something similar, like a BCC in WWE with Regal as the
manager,
the mic guy, yeah, with Tyler Bates, Pete Dunne. Don't know. You throw someone else in there who I can't think of right now, but I think it could actually work. Anything with Regal is always going to be good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What's happened to the other brutes then? Sheamus is injured, or
Sheamus is injured, but apparently he's due back soon.
Because he would fit in. You could put them back together.
Yeah.
Where's Ridge Holland?
Well, he's come back to NXT.
Okay.
I don't know whether they're not happy with him on the main roster or maybe it was his choice. I don't know. But...
Well, supposedly he injured somebody, but it might be part of a storyline or something like that.
Well, I think it's a bit of both, really, because he injured Big E, didn't he? And then...
Right.
Yeah.
Not storyline.
No.
No.
And the guy from Pretty Deadly, he injured him as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Elton, yeah, true.
And then this thing with... There's a Dragunov in NXT. I think that's story-related, but they're using the real stuff to kind of feed it a little bit. Because they're saying he's got form and stuff. And...
Yeah. So here's the Collision preview here. A lot of matches here, including Battle of the Belts.
We're doing that for some reason again.
Yeah. 3 hours tonight. So on Collision, it's FTR Daniel Garcia against House of Black. Adam Copeland with an open challenge. Red Velvet stirs it up with Deonna Purrazzo.
Yep.
Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. This should be a good one against Lance Archer and the Righteous. Which, honestly, another thumbs up would probably be Jake the Snake back ringside for Lance Archer, FYI.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll probably be there as well tonight, hopefully. Adam Page versus JD. That's a Rampage match right there. Like, why is Adam Page going against JD Drake?
Those do the next one.
And then Dustin Rhodes and Willie Mack. Which, I mean, if you're going in this order, this makes it seem like this is like the main event here for some reason. And then Battle of the Belts, Orange Cassidy, Preston Vance. That should be a good one for the International Championship. Ricky Starks and Big Bill against the Sex Pest, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. And Julia Hart and Anna Jay. I hope that's the main event for that tonight. So there you go. Anything that stands out that catches your eye?
Yeah, well, there's another story going around today over the last couple of hours. Edge's open challenge.
Uh-huh.
Imagine if that was answered by Matt Hardy. Because it turns out Matt Hardy is going through some stuff right now.
I've seen something about this today.
What
Is it legit, is it?
I don't know.
Let's take a look. I did not see this here. Hold on.
Oh, man.
He's going to...
So...
Cold plunge of some sort? Okay.
Let's see if I can find the video.
Ribby Hardy caught liking tweet about acquiring Matt Hardy's wealth. Oh, wow. Well, it's not that, I assume.
Okay, so I'll just link you to someone else who has reposted the video. Okay.
Let's see. Matt Hardy says the Hardy's new direction
There's the
starts
video.
tonight on Rampage, and that's from yesterday. What is this? I don't know if I can play
It's on
this.
TikTok, so I don't have the original, but there's.
Okay, okay. When Matt Hardy does me dirty for the last time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can show that. Okay. Uh-oh. Hold on one moment. Stop playing. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. Matt Hardy down bad. That's kind of funny.
So the rumor is there's a divorce happening.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
House Hardy is on the way out.
What the fuck?
I mean, it could be fake. It could all be fake, but that is a bit strange that she would wear an Edge. Why does she have an Edge t-shirt from what has to be about 2000? Yeah. So Matt's going through some stuff, and Edge has an open challenge.
I hate ringside news. They're awful.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the point.
crazy.
I don't know why. Maybe he's gone on an unblocking spree, but Sean Ross Sappers unblocked me.
Oh.
Oh, congrats.
Someone
maybe
retweeted him.
Maybe
and
listens to the show.
Normally I can't see what he's being retweeted, but I could see it, and I clicked his name and he's unblocked me.
Maybe he's a fan of the show.
Maybe he does, yeah.
Maybe he listened and he's like, you know what, this Will guy sounds really smart and wholesome and great. I'm sorry I blocked him.
Maybe.
He gets all of his scoops from us. He needs to follow what we're saying. Can't block the whole IWC.
If Sean Ross Sapp listens to the show, please follow the IWC show account on Twitter on Next, please. There you go.
There's a little bit of breaking news I've just seen. Well, it was breaking news about an hour ago. They've announced, it's not really huge, so I was kind of expecting anyway. They've announced CM Punk will be at Elimination Chamber in Australia.
Yeah, but who's he competing against?
Well, we don't know.
Oh, well, cut it there. Get it out of here.
Is that news? I
It's
just
not
assumed that he
news.
would be there.
Yeah, it's just, hey, he's announced for the card.
Well, Triple H tweeted it as breaking news, so I'm just following the big guy. He's the boss now, so you know.
Here. Hold on. He changed that. Did he change his photo? It looked like he changed his photo. Okay, yeah, here it is. WWE Chamber, Perth. Just keeps getting bigger with CM Punk announced for the event.
He will be there live. It doesn't say he's wrestling.
That's true.
Just that he'll be there.
I would think he would be in a match of some sort. He'd probably be at the chamber, I would think.
Maybe.
I'd hope so.
All right. Anything else before we get out of here? I've got a couple minutes to spare. I know it's kind of a short one, but not really a lot of things to talk about other than Dynamite kind of sucked.
Tonight of all nights, I think we need to check if TNA's in business.
I haven't reset this, so it's probably still saying the same. But let me get the music. Here, it's been a while. I have to dust it off. Let's see. Is TNA in business? I wonder what it's gonna say. Hey, look at that! How about it? Yeah, it's still hanging strong. Just who would ever doubt that TNA would not make it to 2024? Let me tell you. Yeah, we gotta get the old logo back up on there.
Apparently, the Hard to Kill is happening right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
TNA Hard to Kill.
Yeah, I saw a slight blurb? Didn't Top Dollar debut for him or something like that?
Oh.
AJ Francis.
I did see they were promoting that you would never believe who's going to show up.
Top Dollar.
Star Trek.
Watch that be their surprise. That'd be kind of funny.
I've also just seen, apparently, that can't be right, surely. Apparently Triple H and... Okay, apparently Triple H and Seth Rollins are backstage at TNA.
Wow.
Really?
That can't be true.
Now that's your breaking news. That's
That would be... Yeah.
There you go. That's what we need.
Oh, sorry, no, I read that wrong. It was the Seth Rollins fan account. The rumor is Hunter and AJ Styles are backstage at TNA.
Whoa, AJ, that's bigger news. He's Mr. TNA.
That's right.
Yes.
Maybe that's their surprise, and then Triple H is just watching from the curtain, just making sure everything's going smoothly. If it doesn't, he'll hit somebody with a pedigree.
Oh, just this picture, which is very blurry and says absolutely nothing.
Oh my god!
Could be
Right.
literally anybody.
We're gonna end the show with a blurry picture here. Oh my god! What the fuck is this? What is this, Will?
That's the WCW guys at WrestleMania 17.
My god.
This is why you shouldn't get your news from Twitter, really.
Okay, well, that's clearly photoshopped anyway. He's too tall to be stood in that bit, right? If that's where the seats are, isn't that just Seth Rollins with no top on? Photoshopped. That's Triple H with a tie, right? And Seth Rollins topless for some reason.
This looks like this looks like when Seth Rollins was in the Authority a while back.
Does actually, yeah, you're right.
And this is like Jamie Noble right here. Hold on, let me. Hold on, that's the wrong thing.
I don't know who that shadowy figure would be. It looks like Darth Maul.
Oh my drawing tool's not supported here. Okay, well. Here, I'll just try to guess it here a little bit.
Empty section there.
Yeah. Let's see, does this work? Yeah, so it would be this would be Jamie Noble right here. in my guess. As you can see. I sort of see here. My arrow's a little bit off here, hold on.
Did you say that? He was on Raw on Monday. He split up the fight between Kofi and
that would be Jamie Noble, in my opinion.
Vinci.
Another
thing from SmackDown as well. Sorry, there was a match between.
How did that get sorry about that.
My mind's gone blank. I can't remember who was even in the match now.
Sorry, we went back in time for a brief moment there.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I want to just get the SmackDown thing up very, very quickly because there was a match that was stopped halfway through. Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory, they did some sort of, it was like a Spanish fly type thing from the top rope, and it didn't go to plan, and they both landed on the head.
Ooh.
And the referee threw up the X straight away.
That sucks.
It seems to be that they're okay. It's good, obviously. But yeah.
Okay. I hope.
Okay,
wish
I
them
have
for the
some.
best.
I have some news here. I don't know if you guys follow TNA. If this is
here
like
we go.
old news that I'm only just seeing. One of the matches tonight features Dirty Dango.
Hey,
As in-
Fandango.
Fandango.
It's fun, like,
Yeah.
Fandango. And you know who's at ringside with him?
Tyler Breeze.
Ah, no, if only. I'm going to play the wrestler name game here. I don't know. Do you recognize the name Oleg Prudius?
No.
Oh, I do. That's.
Oh wait. No. I
Don't
don't.
tell me. Don't tell me. I know who that is.
Oh
You
wait.
do.
Is that Vladimir Kozlov?
It's Vladimir
that's
Kozlov.
what-
Yeah.
Fandango, and with Vladimir Kozlov is going to be wrestling Quebecer Pierre Ouiet.
All right, well,
Would
there
you
you
still
go.
say double E?
He's no, I don't know if he does love Dabble E anymore. But,
God, that was such a great bit.
so that's a thing.
All right.
Yeah, that's
There
interesting.
you go.
Well,
Tune into Hard to Kill.
keep an eye on who this person that we wouldn't expect is going to turn up on TNA.
That's right. Yeah.
It's weird saying that though. Back on TNA.
Yeah.
TNA.
Who'd have thunk it?
Bring back the Anthem Owl, is what I say.
No. Fuck that owl. Ironically, from something Rebby Hardy said. Alrighty. Hey, Collision's on the show or on the air now, so tune into that or watch Hard to Kill. Enjoy wrestling wherever you want to watch it. We'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll have Beans back and he can start up the streak of consecutive appearances again.
I might not be here next week, actually. It's my birthday next week.
Oh, fucking. Maybe we'll
It's
take
coming
the
up
week
soon.
off. Maybe we'll take the week off then.
I might be. I don't know.
see.
I'll let you know.
Well, something really. I'm sorry. Is that a Chat Tango sign I just saw in the crowd there? Hold on. Lee Moriarty, by the way, is taking up Adam Copeland's challenge here. Yeah.
Wasn't Matt Hardy,
No,
no.
that's not Matt Hardy.
Chitty
Yeah. Chitty Bang Bang.
For Chitango CEO.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be in reference to, but holy moly. That's a
Some
deep,
obscure reference. No one will
that's a
get.
deep cut. That is a bit of a deep cut. Alrighty. We'll see you next week, everybody. Take care. Have a great one.